All right, enough of the music. A warm evening to you. The program is Voyage right here on Click Naija Internet Radio. And on the program, my name is Jennifer Ogo. On this program, we talk about your travel. Of course, it's a travel and destination show. We also talk about holiday trips, tourist attractions, safety tips, and everything that concerns tourism and hospitality. We share safety tips that could help improve your travel decisions and experience. Now, on the question for today's program, we want to find out, have you almost been a victim of fake travel agents or online scammers? Have you almost been a victim or even been a victim of fake travel agents or online scammers? Today's program will be centered on how to spot a fake travel agent or an online scammer. So, I was actually supposed to treat a different topic for today's program until I saw a disheartening video on Instant Blog, a popular blog site of 32 Nigerians who left, the country for Ghana in search of a greener pasture. They were promised jobs, though alleged now, but they found themselves locked up in Burkina Faso. Like, how can you even put this two in place? So here is a video for you to watch, and of course, let's just watch this video and examine the event that is happening, because this is not something that anyone would want to experience. So just watch the video while I expect your comment on today's program.
This is 32 Nigeria in Burkina Faso, gendarmerie pool. For 26 days now, we did nothing to them. They deny us access of communication. Today is night now. 32 Nigerian, they denied communication for 26 days now. Today's date is 9th. Look at them.
This is where they kept us. This is gendarmerie. Po. This is Nigerians. This is Nigerians. This is where they kept us.
Who is it? I'll go to market. Who is it?
This is where they kept us. This is where they kept us.
This is 32 Nigerian.
Yeah, so the program is still Voyage on Click Naija Internet Radio, and we're asking you the question: have you almost been a victim of fake travel agents now, or even online scammers? You've watched that video. What can you say about that video? Do you actually blame them? What do you think must have happened? I mean, I don't think they would want to go to Ghana and they would intentionally want to find themselves in Burkina Faso. And when I watched that video, I actually decided to go see the map of Africa, and I know probably the countries before Burkina Faso now, that's the border, in Nigeria, is actually Benin Republic and Togo. So you could go to Burkina Faso from Benin Republic, but Ghana also has like a frontier now with Burkina Faso. So you can actually go to Burkina Faso from Ghana, whichever. We are just very close like that, and it's just quite an unfortunate, event. So we're asking you the question: have you been or almost been a victim of fake travel agents or online scammers? Once again, the program is Voyage, where we get to talk about your travel. It's a destination show. We also talk about safety tips and everything that concerns tourism and hospitality. Now let's look at people's reactions now on about this video. People raised comments like, how do you end up in Burkina Faso when you are going to Ghana? I don't understand. Someone else also said, the greatest mistake you can ever make is traveling to an African country. The difference isn't much. Almost all African leaders are self-centered. Then someone now wrapped it all up, which actually influenced my decision to treat this topic. The travel industry is at the front line of human trafficking. It must act. That is why we are asking you the question: if you've ever been a victim of fake travel agents or even online scammers. Honestly, I've had this experience before, but God saved me because I was really careful. So I'm actually going to be giving you some tips now, and of course some points for you to really take down on how to identify and spot online scammers. Like, it's very important because since the Ministry of Tourism, they're just doing the much that they can, or maybe they are not even doing enough. Let's just begin to help ourselves, you know, in this particular regard. So I actually got a testimonial online from Mary Ann Thomas, and she shared her experience. So she said last year, a friend of mine paid a huge amount of cash into an individual's personal account. He was supposed to be the CEO of the travel agency he was working with, but it was all fake. Both the travel agency and the CEO. He claimed he could get him a visa to Norway in 2 weeks, but after he made the payment, he didn't hear from the guy again, and there was no office address. This is someone's experience now. Now, traveling can be fun. Of course, most of the time we just talk about fun experiences we envision to have, during a trip, and it can be stress free. That is why you travel, to relax and just ease off. So when you have the services, if the services are actually authentic now, from a travel agency, it can be fun and stress free, because many people have lost both money and time to fraudsters and imposters claiming to be legal travel agencies. So unsuspecting travelers are preyed upon by such imposters pretending to be travel service providers. So most of these travel agencies, fake travel agencies, now operate without a registered name or any physical office. Without a registered name or physical office that you can actually go to and say, okay, if anything happens, this is where I'm going to come to. So, and if you don't know that physical location, it's almost impossible to track any of these travel agencies. So you just have to make sure that you should be careful. So if you've not fallen into the hands of such people, don't wait until you do so before taking any preventive measures. Now, how to identify a fake travel agency and online scammer. Number one is no if they don't have any physical address. So most of the time what they do is they engage in phone calls. They shy away from any physical office location. um of course, that's there. So a fake travel agency will really go through the stress of having a physical office building, because it makes it easy for them to expose them. Yes. So when next you seek out any travel agency for your travel plans, ensure you know the physical office location, and not that you are meeting at the restaurant, you are meeting the agents now at the restaurants. It's definitely not necessary. So having an online presence now, for instance, is not even enough. Anybody can create a website, anybody can have a WhatsApp handle, and any other social network page. But when you hear your travel agent telling you that you don't need any physical location, that there is no need for you to know their office, that they are authentic, make believes, and just want to convince you and work on your psyche to let you know that you don't have to see them physically for you to engage on any travel plan or whatever, just know that they might be fake. Number two is to verify the accreditation. So when dealing with a travel agency, always check to see whether they are accredited or not. Just like a school, just like any hospital, whatever, accreditation is very important. Although not all travel agencies now actually have certificates, but most of them should have a registered membership now through a very reputable organization. So when you have such knowledge, it assures you that you are dealing with an official travel agency. So dealing with an accredited travel agency is always better, because you can actually report a bad experience now to probably Ministry of Tourism or any superior organization now under that travel agency. Number three is to when the deal is too good to be true. So if you're just joining us, we're talking about how to identify a fake travel agency or an online scammer. And we're asking you the question, have you almost been a victim of a fake travel agent or even an online scammer? If you have, let us know. If you've almost fallen into their trap, let us know right there in the comment section. So this one is when the deal is too good to be true. So most times this travel agency actually present you with a lot of juicy and mouth-watering deals, to a traveler, a naive traveler now. So you must be very observant to identify a quick gift from these fake travel agencies, especially when you know what they are cooking up is just too good to be true. Like you just have to think twice and think very well. So I'm actually going to share my personal experience with you. And this was sometime last year, 2 years ago, I can't remember. But before the COVID-19, you know, nationwide lockdown. So I was applying for something and they assured me that my application process went smoothly. All I needed to do was to pay in because before then they had already told me that they wouldn't want any cash from me until my arrival. But why are you now telling me that you need a sum of 400,000 naira for you to do or whatnot before I come over? I told him it's not possible. Before then, I'd already sent him my international passport, I'd sent him some other documents. But when the money situation started cropping in, I just knew that I was going to be in for it. So it was just a signal for me, and actually didn't go for it. I canceled the whole process and I wasn't interested again. So that's why sometimes they'll cook up stories to let you know that you don't even have to pay a dime. All you need to do is even sometimes signatures could even implicate you. So you have to be careful what you really give out to that travel agent. Yes, so fake website is another way for you to spot or identify a fake travel agency. So with the many reliable online travel agencies, fake travel agencies have started to, delve into having a fake now but original website. All right, so they create a fake website and shut them down like months after they've been able to dupe you. So you should stay away from websites that do not have any form of security on their web page. So when you are filling your details on any of the websites, ensure that the site is secure. Be very careful, don't give out information, especially about your credit card or your debit card to such website, because you are definitely going to be in for it. So watch out for fake websites. Another one is to check for customer reviews. So every genuine and authentic and of course good travel agency should have a customer review. In fact, any product or service now, knowing that we're in the 21st century, like people just before you even download any app now online, you just have to look at their reviews. In that way you can know if what they are offering you is actually good or not. So looking out for the review too is another way to check if it's a fake travel agent or is a fake travel agency. Yes, because customers will always tell you what their experience was like and they'll either rate you good or bad. Then another way is encouraging you to pay for a forged document. Seriously, because you are just too hasty. You just want to get to the other side. By all means, you are willing to do anything. So if you see a travel agent that is encouraging you to pay for a forged document, just know that you are in for it. So do not fall for this. This is a total red flag when you are dealing with any travel agency. So no genuine or authentic travel agency will ask you to pay for a forged document. Like it's not something that you should be promoting. It's not something that you should be known for, no matter how desperate you are. I understand the fact that a lot of people really want to skedaddle with their plan B and travel out of the country, but trust me, you do not want to even go in for this ride, like paying for a forged document. They'll tell you that they'll do everything for you. They'll write your exam, they'll give you a document, and that will enable you to, you know, travel out. Just do not play part in this. Another one is to be diligent. Be diligent and pay attention to every detail. Like if they give you a document to read, a lot of people do not read that terms and conditions. Yes, the privacy policy. Take your time to read it, even if it's to go home and spend at least 30 minutes to go through everything that they've said, all the terms and conditions before you pay. Understanding what you're paying for before you commit your money to any cause is very important, because sometimes your trip might even entail an extra charge, but it's written in terms and conditions. But because you didn't read it, you might definitely fall into trouble. Yes. So lastly, they encourage you to apply for a visa even when you've been refused. Yes, so it's a different thing if you are reapplying for a visa that was rejected to that embassy. Yes, so you should do, in terms of visa application, you should just deal with the embassy directly. Don't go through anybody because they are not going to sit down and have that interview session with you. It's just you and the consular, the embassy consular. So you definitely have to make sure that anything about visas, deal with the embassy directly. If they tell you that you need to pay some amount of money or you need to do this, that, in order for you to get a visa that you've been refused, it doesn't even add up. You should definitely know that is one way to identify a fake travel agent or an online scammer. So once again, the program is still Voyage, and right now I'm going to be saying bye bye. While still expecting your comments, I want to know from you: have you almost been a victim of fake travel agents or even online scammers? Especially when you know that you want to embark on a trip and you don't have an experience, you should definitely look out for some red flags. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Remember, Voyage comes your way every Thursday right here on Click Naija Internet Radio. Also, we have our videos on YouTube, so go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. Yes, remember to hit the like button, make your comments, and of course share your post. My name still remains Jennifer Ogo. Let's do this some other time again next week. Have a fabulous day. Bye bye.